excited to have you here for another one of our Canvas PD series episodes. We've been doing this series the entire year, and there's tons of videos and tons of information here for you. We want to make sure you have access to our slide deck. You can see the address here on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and it is case sensitive, so make sure the C and L are capitalized. My name is Carrie Coonert, and I'm joined by Chris Giles and Nicole Carter, and we're all part of the digital curriculum team here at Beaverton working on Canvas implementation and showing you how to do tons of different things within Canvas. We've been working with our Canvas agreements and have broken it up into 3 different levels, and we are all the way over here on the right-hand side here, level 3. We're doing different tools and how well they integrate within Canvas. So we are all the way down right here on the book creator. So if you go ahead and click right to book creator, it'll take you to our slides for today. We're going to show you how book creator is used within Canvas. So what is book creator? Book creator is really awesome. It is a fabulous tool that you can use that our district has purchased, and students get to create their own books. And within those books, they can add their own art. They could draw, they can take photos, they can find art, they can record their own voice within there. There's just so many tools that book creator has that you can have some pretty slick looking books without a lot of know-how. One of the neat things is you can actually create class libraries of student books. So students can have their own libraries, or perhaps you could be doing a project on a specific topic and you could have the entire class's library. And you can give access to students to read each other's books, which is just so engaging when you have an authentic audience for your book. So just wanted to show you super quickly in one of my Canvas courses here, you can actually embed what looks like a fancy little bookshelf with all of the different student books right there. So students, again, right within Canvas could see all the books that their peers have written, and they can open them up right in here and they can read them. And you'll notice that it has the ability to have it read to the student. And if there was audio here, you'd be able to hear the student's voice can perhaps read the book out loud to you. So just wanted to show you how slick that is, that you can see the books right there. And again, you can access the class library. We are going to be doing a whole different section on exactly how to do that a little bit later this year. And we'll make sure to link that right in here for you. So if you want to see how to do that, you can learn that later.
I'm just going to start in assignments. So for time of use, I've already created the assignment, and I just basically called it book creator. So I'm going to go ahead and click on edit. What I did right now is I just simply put in my instructions. These are my instructions, and I just put in a button that my students can click on, because so my students get there quickly without having to fumble around how to do it. When students log into Google or to book creator, they log in with Google. So that's the reason why that button is there. And then I went ahead and created my assignment, and it's really important that you create an online assignment, because their submission is going to be an online submission. So choose online and choose website URL. File upload if you want as a backup, don't have to, but the website URL is the most important choice because that's what they're going to be submitting to you. And I'll scroll down here and go ahead and click save. And then because it's a Canvas assignment, I have a due date. And my students are all aware of when it's due and when to submit it. And so now I'll go ahead and stop sharing.
Well, really quickly, Chris,
I
think one thing that we realized as we were kind of prepping and planning for this little recording is that the LTI integration here with Book Creator is not as good or as quick and slick as some of the other ones. We still want to preface and make sure that teachers know you can have students submit and use SpeedGrader, which that's ultimately what we want to do, right? We want the advantages of SpeedGrader. So, I mean, you glossed over the fact that you put that button in there for students, because otherwise your direct instruction as a teacher would have to be kids go to Book Creator. If you didn't have that button there, you want a link or something, or you'd verbally be telling them go to Book Creator. So, because there's not anything else in there. Right?
Yeah, because originally we were talking about how the LTI might be a great idea, and all it was just a link to get to Book Creator. Great, yeah. But it's not really doing me more than I could just put in a link, like you said. I agree with you.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so yeah, I'll go into it from a student's perspective and kind of show you that it really doesn't. There's nothing there's nothing on my end that is really highlighting the access or turn in part, right? So if I'm a student and I go into my assignments and I go into the Book Creator submit assignment, I mean, I do have the link here that opens it up for me, but other than that, it's not really doing anything.
3 days later.
Okay, we're just going to pop this in here because it was pointed out, and I realized after watching it back, it's not super clear from a student's perspective, all of the steps that need to take place in order to submit their final product. So I am in the bookshelf where I can see all of the students' books right now in this particular class. So one thing I wanted to point out that this particular book has been in fact published online. That is the first step. Once students have finished editing their books and they're ready to publish, they need to publish it online. We know that this book has been published because we see this icon. Same with this book. This book is ready to go. However, if we go here, we notice that this book has not been published yet. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this book real quick. And I know I'm in edit mode because I have my plus symbol so I can add anything that I need to. But when I'm ready to preview and about ready to finish and publish, I hit this read book button. And you'll notice that when that happens, I start to get different icons up here at the top. I'm looking for the kind of universal share out button. And this gives me the opportunity to publish it online. So that's what we're going to ask the students to do. They can double check their title and their author name, etc. Once the book has been published online, we're going to hit this read online option. Once it gets me here, this is the URL that I want to copy and paste into Canvas. So I'm in the published online version. I'm reading the book online. I've got the read to me button here in the corner. Everything looks great. So let's go into Canvas to submit my final book. So I'm going to go into assignments. I'm going to go into book creator. Now I have submitted a couple of times, so I'm going to go ahead and hit new attempt. I'm going to go in here to where it says website URL, and I'm just going to paste that URL real fast and hit submit assignment. So now, you know, as I go in, I'm usually going to see this weird URL piece. If I just click that, my book should load right here in Canvas. And that is what we are looking for. All of those capabilities for the teacher to go through in SpeedGrader and see the final published piece.
Coincidence.
And I think that's totally fine for, you know, if the students have submitted more than one time, that's totally fine. So
well, I mean, it's like if you watched any of the videos with like WeVideo or you watched the Adobe Spark and there was a nice click like submit to Canvas button, there just really isn't for book creator. The kids just need the URL for their finished product.
Yeah. So once I'm in Canvas, I can, again, on the right hand side, click on SpeedGrader. And then Nicole was the student, so she did submit more than once, which is why you'll have a drop down. So that is great. Hey, I went back and revised. I submitted the revision so you could see both. And so the original one was sent the 24th, and this is the link. And then it's going to bring in the book. And what's great about this is I can look at it. I don't know if Nicole has any audio on here, but you can hit read to me. So it is just interactive as if you're sitting looking at the student's computer themselves reading it. And again, feedback and everything else is the same, just like anything else that students want to submit to you.
And I mean, we just really want to reemphasize that this product, in terms of just like a published, finished book, a great way for authentic audience and finished pieces, book creator is fantastic for that. And we have seen it used in the district, kindergarten through 12th grade. Our high school, middle school teachers love using book creator. So we're not, I want to make sure we're not saying that there's like this deficit between the integration with Canvas, because there really isn't. Ultimately, can you look and view this and use SpeedGrader? Yes. And what Carrie showed you before with that library, making it nice and easy for students to access each other's writing. Yes. Like all of those things work really nicely. This is a really great product and we really want teachers to be able to use it for sure.
Oh, and we even talked about how, like in Carrie's example, you could publish your student library in a discussion if you want to, and then have the students pick a book.
Yes.
And have and give feedback or give a discussion. So there's a lot of really powerful things. So yeah, 100%. We're not saying poo-poo on book creator because it doesn't have some fancy Nancy like turn in. No, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, really great product. Okay, so we do have on here more information on how to use book creator, and we will also link back when Carrie showed how you can do the book creator libraries. We'll link that in here as well for you. And we will be having an upcoming video to show you exactly how to do the library portion. Okay, thanks everybody.